If you slice your potatoes too thick, don't be surprised if your baked dish ends up tasting like cardboard. The secret? The thinner the slice, the crispier the base, the more flavorful the layers. And your family might just think you trained under a Michelin-starred chef. I start with the onion. Slice it thinly, just enough so it softens nicely when sautéed without falling apart. Then I finely mince the garlic. It smells amazing already. For the cabbage, I shred it into thin strips, not too fine, but not too thick either. Next, I peel the potatoes and slice them into very thin rounds. This forms the base of the dish, so the more uniform the slices, the better the final result. I pre-grate the cheese. Cheddar or mozzarella both work great. I use dried rosemary leaves to enhance the flavor of the dish, giving it a distinctive aroma. Next, I crack 4 eggs into a large bowl, add 120 milliliters of milk, and season with a bit of salt and pepper to taste. I whisk everything together until smooth and well combined, then mix in the grated cheese. Set this mixture aside. It'll be ready to use once the veggies are prepped. Now, I heat a pan with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Once the oil is hot, I add the sliced onion and sauté over medium heat for about 8 to 10 minutes, stirring regularly until the onions are soft, lightly golden, and slightly caramelized with a sweet aroma. Then I add the minced garlic and stir for another minute until fragrant. Next, I add the shredded cabbage, sprinkle in a bit of salt, pepper, and thyme, and stir everything together for about 5 to 7 minutes until the cabbage softens and absorbs the flavors. After that, I turn off the heat and let it cool slightly before mixing the sautéed vegetables into the egg, milk, cheese mixture prepared earlier. Just looking at this combined filling is already mouthwatering.
Preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes until fully heated.
Then I evenly brush butter on the bottom and sides, then line it with parchment paper to prevent sticking and make it easier to remove the cake after baking. Next, I arrange thin slices of potato on the bottom of the mold, slightly overlapping each other. I pour the egg vegetable cheese mixture over the potato base and spread it evenly. If you like it extra rich, feel free to sprinkle a bit more grated cheese on top. Then I place the dish in the oven and bake for 30 to 35 minutes. I usually keep an eye on it. When the surface turns golden brown, puffs up slightly, and looks firm, it's done. I take the dish out, let it cool a bit, then transfer it to a plate. I love serving this warm, topped with a small spoon of sour cream. The tangy creaminess pairs perfectly with the cheesy richness and brings great balance to the dish. Cabbage Potato Frittata is a perfect mix of tender, sautéed cabbage, thin potato slices forming a crisp base, and a creamy baked layer of egg, milk, and cheese. Fresh from the oven, it's golden, puffy, and filled with the delicious aroma of onions and herbs. Each bite is light, with a crispy edge and smooth, rich center. Serve warm with sour cream or greens for a complete, satisfying dish. It's simple, wholesome, and great for breakfast or weekend brunch.